Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope we're all doing well. So it's been a few days, been a minute since I've uploaded a video. Just been away for my birthday in Barcelona, but I've honestly just missed recording videos and just being in my daily routine. I felt like I was in a really good routine day in, day out, just hitting the gym, doing some work, and yeah, I feel like that's the most I've just really enjoyed life over the last few months. So I'm definitely going to get back into it today. Only got back today, but I thought I wanted to get some more content out because I've been away and thought of quite a few different ideas and things I want to do with the YouTube and growing the overall movement. So yeah, I'm really happy to get back into doing some meaningful work. So today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to balance gym and entrepreneurship. So if you're like a young individual like me, you probably have similar goals of probably starting your own business, being successful in a career, self-employment, something like that. And you'd also quite like to build like a body that you're really proud of when you look in the mirror. Obviously, everyone kind of has different things. For me, it was always building like kind of an aesthetically pleasing like V type of shaped body. That's the body that I wanted to achieve. Maybe for some people, it's more just overall muscle or just being just fit and healthy, which is, I understand everyone wants different things. And I believe that around like my age, I've just turned 22. Maybe if you're a bit younger too, anything 18 to 30 is a perfect time to kind of really like focus on these. I think these two offer the biggest like ROI. Building that body will really like just increase your confidence, your self-belief, and transfer them into other areas of life. And obviously entrepreneurship, career, whatever it may be, that's kind of probably the area you're going to get a lot of fulfillment out of, where you can earn your money, provide for people, provide for your family, and something you're probably going to, that hopefully you'd want to do long term, and something, like I say, yeah, fulfillment for me has to come first. However, I have really realised that trying to consistently do these two things together comes with its challenges. And I'm sure maybe a lot of you, I'm thinking, are probably at the stage now where you're trying to do both of them. Maybe you're a bit further in one area than you are the other. But I'm going to kind of give you kind of what I've learned from trying to balance them both together. I have been going gym longer than I've been kind of into entrepreneurship. I was obviously at uni, as I mentioned in videos, and I only started this channel around November, but ever since then I've really tried to go all in on it, like daily uploads. I've tried most days, and if I've not been doing that, I've been learning a lot of different stuff about YouTube and entrepreneurship, and researching and always reading, always learning, anything like that. Every single day there's something that I've learned or something I've worked towards. So I really feel like I have been putting in some serious work since I have started this channel. But like I say, I haven't been doing them both together, but I feel like I've got a good grasp and a good perspective of kind of what it's like to try and balance them aside with each other and go like all in on both of them. But I think the biggest thing I've kind of realised is to go all in on both of them is very difficult, and I feel not sustainable really. I feel you can definitely do both of them at the same time. However, one of them will have to take priority for you. So for me, as I say, I've been to the gym a lot longer. I've been going to the gym almost 2 years now. So for a lot of that time, especially the first year, I was mainly focused on the gym. I was at uni as well, so that was kind of, before I got into this, that was kind of my other kind of thing I was really focused on. However, I would say the gym was a bigger focus, and when it was uni, like I said, I made a lot of videos. It wasn't fulfilling for me, and it wasn't something that kind of like occupied my mind like this kind of does. It's really like on my mind. The last thing I think about before I go to sleep, the first thing I wake up thinking about, and I'm really passionate. Feels like my purpose. Like I've discovered that. So for you right now, I want you to decide what is if it's similar to this. Maybe you don't have the two same things as me. Maybe it's just like your 9-to-5 job, you're self-employed, whatever it may be. Probably your career, and then maybe it's a gym, maybe it's a physical combat, or just you're training to become like an athlete. I don't know, whatever it may be, but maybe there's like two things that you're really trying to like focus on. So I've used my example, and you'll have to think at the moment which one takes your number one priority? Which one is more important to you? Because I think you then discover, okay, maybe I'll go like 75% all in, or not 75% in on whatever it may be, 25% in on my sport. So because I focus a lot more on my body first, but I feel like if I could go back, I would maybe focus a lot more on like building a business, my entrepreneur, starting this channel earlier. I definitely wish I did. Obviously very grateful and happy that I've started it when I have. I could have started it a lot later, but I'm really glad I obviously took that leap of faith in starting it when I have. But I feel if I started this maybe 2 years ago when I started the gym, I imagine where I could have been now. And I feel with the gym, it's something you can train maybe 3 times a week and you're still going to get a really good body over a couple of years. Whereas like entrepreneurship, that it takes, I feel like you have to commit yourself a lot more to that to see big results. And I feel like if you do both of them, try and go both like all in, the results are just going to be a bit mediocre. They're not going to be as good as they could be if you prioritize one like just a bit above the other. Like I think like 75% on one and 25% on the other is a kind of good balance that I've found. Because at the end of the day, guys, you have to remember you've only got so much kind of like mental energy inside of you. And if you're training hard every single day at the gym and then you try and do a few hours on your business, you're just going to be fatigued and you have so much brain power that you're just not going to be able to do it. Maybe you'll think, oh, maybe if you just started, it's okay. But I think in the long run, if you're doing this over a few weeks, months, you have to kind of just focus on one area a bit more. And then when you've kind of reached whatever success level it is, in whatever you want to do, then you can maybe take your foot off that and then go to the other one, and maybe it will change over time. Because like what I've said, it was a gym and entrepreneurship, and now I feel like I've reached where I want to do from the gym. I'm going to maintain what I've built, and I still want to get a bit bigger, but I've kind of done what I've set out to achieve. I wanted to have that aesthetically pleasing body. I wanted to have a body I was proud of. I wanted to have a good amount of muscle. And now I feel I've reached that level, so I'm going to move that to a form of physical combat. I'm thinking of starting boxing very soon, so it's probably going to be more boxing and the YouTube channel, entrepreneurship, building business. But for me, it's going to have to be still like YouTube entrepreneurship, taking number one spot a lot more over boxing. Obviously, that's kind of something I just want to like learn how to fight, and I think it'll be a really good challenge, pushing myself and. Yeah, I feel like I'll improve quite a lot of areas of my life, become a lot more confident in myself too, and I think it's a form of physical combat every man should learn at some point, especially while they're younger. So yeah, like I say, if I could go back, I think if you were maybe 18, 20, or you haven't really made too much progress, you're quite at the foundations of maybe your fitness journey and your career, then I would definitely prioritise focusing on your career, because I think that's a lot more important. And then as you get older, and then you want to prioritize your health, fitness, etc., which we should always prioritize above anything, then you can have the PTs and the nutritionist and all of this. You can eat a lot healthier and clean. You don't have to eat like those like shitty microwave meals and stuff. You can actually eat like properly good food that you'll actually enjoy then, because you've got the money. And I feel like it's a lot more kind of weight on your shoulders as you get older if you've not kind of put in that work. And especially when it comes to money, obviously money is not everything, and I've reiterated this numerous of times, but I think if you can build that up earlier and then not have to worry about it, then that is a massive weight off your shoulders, especially I think as a young man. So I've used my examples, so I'd really be interested to hear what your two kind of things that you focus on. So I've kind of told you how to balance these two, and the short answer is I don't think you can sustainably balance them both equally. I think you have to prioritize one a bit more than the other, because especially like I've seen with the gym, and being quite a skinny lad myself and trying to build on a lot of muscle, which I'm sure a lot of people will relate to, I'm going to have to be bulking quite a lot. I noticed even when I did like uni work, tried to do deep blocks of that, if I was just having to eat quite a lot to kind of get to the weight I wanted to get to, and I had side effects of this. My mind was not clear. I couldn't focus on doing deep work at all. So I kind of prioritize the gym. I prioritize gaining the muscle, building a body, and obviously I'm really happy with that. But I don't think if I focus on my career, entrepreneurship, and doing a lot more work, like mental work instead of physical work, then I wouldn't. Yeah, I would have had to sacrifice not bulking as much and eating big meals. That's kind of what I've done now, which is a bit frustrating for me still, because I do want to bulk a bit more. I want to get a bit bigger, and I've had a few setbacks of being ill and a few injuries here and there, which have meant I've lost some weight and lost some muscle here and there. Obviously, this is part and parcel of the gym and any exercise or sport you do. But yeah, that has been frustrating, but it has made me able to concentrate and work a lot more deeply than I was previously when I was eating a lot, because I couldn't focus. My mind was you just get brain fog and stuff, and I'm sure a lot of people will be able to relate to this if you've really kind of sat down and done some deep work. So yeah, like I said, obviously maybe this video won't go out to everyone. It might not apply. Say if your job is to do with fitness and the gym, maybe you want to be a bodybuilder, a PT, or a fitness influencer, then definitely they kind of coincide with each other. So you should a lot more focus pretty much all your attention to the gym, fitness, and body. Obviously that's kind of entrepreneurship, and your career, that's your career too, so it's two in one. So maybe for you it's kind of just one thing. But kind of, I'm sure for a lot of people, they want to be fit and healthy and have a body they're proud of, and then earn as much money as they can, do something fulfilling, chase their dreams as well. They're two of the biggest things in our lives, and I'm sure everyone can relate to that. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear your guys' thoughts on how you've kind of dealt with it, because there's still a lot to learn, and I'm still only at the early stages of this, and I can only really give you evidence of 4 or 5 months, but I feel like I've got a really good understanding. I do a lot of self-awareness and reflection on myself, and this is kind of the conclusion I've come to now. And maybe I'll do a video later in time to show you how things have gone, and when I move away from the gym into boxing, and maybe I've got other plans. I want to learn languages, so maybe they'll become my top 2 priorities. But I think my overall message to you guys is one has to take priority over the other. And then once you get to that certain level, then maybe drop that one and then up the other one, or update it to whatever it is you want to achieve in life. So yeah, like I say, let me know what you guys think of your experiences with this, and more content coming, a lot of good ideas. If you could like, share, subscribe, really appreciate it. Let's grow this channel. Big times ahead for this. So yeah, take care guys. Peace.